is a little interesting video about Aston Martin wheels, because you see, inside the Aston Martin community, there's been a bit of a discussion, and it's been going on for a long time, about the torque on the wheel nuts, because it's very unusually high. And I've worked out why. You see, when you're taking a wheel off any car, there are torque specifications. In other words, how tight you're supposed to do up the nuts when you put the wheel back on. And they need to be even, that needs to be distributed correctly. And you don't want them coming off. So there's a minimum amount of force. And typically this is measured in what we call Newton meters. Now most cars are around 120, give or take 10, 15. This car is 180. Now that's not a little bit more, that's a lot more. In fact, you're at a point where you're almost potentially damaging parts by having that much force on it. And a lot of people have always questioned, why the hell does Aston Martin have 180 Newton meters for wheel nuts? There's no sense in it, because the wheel design is exactly the same as every other car. In fact, much of the metallurgy is. So why would Aston Martin suddenly, just for its cars, require so much force? Well, there's a very interesting reason for it. This is a DB9, and when the DB9 first launched, originally, if you go all the way back to its very first year, you'll find something quite peculiar. The owner's manuals for those first year cars say these need to be torqued to 135, not 180. So why are people doing it to 180? Well, it's because service manuals from today are now saying 180. How did Aston Martin change it from 135 to 180? The reason's pretty straightforward, actually. You see, when this car was first launched and they were at 135, a very small number of owners came in and said, getting this kind of weird little clicking sound. It's very odd. And it only happens when I'm on my driveway. It only happens at ultra low speeds and when the steering's under a really heavy load. I get this kind of clicking sound. Well, Aston investigated it and they found out that it's the hub design. And the hub design was allowing micro movement, but only under very heavy load and only at slow speed. And they figured the only way to fix it was, well, to fix the hub. And somebody at Aston Martin said, too expensive. Anything else we can do? There must be something other than completely replacing every hub because of this one minor problem that's happened to a few customers. What else can we do? And they said, well, you just tighten the living hell out of them, that'd fix it. And that's exactly what happened. Aston Martin took a look at the car, took a look at the service manual, said, you know this whole 135 figure? No, 180. Yes, Aston Martin solved this very minor problem with an absolute overkill fix. It is one of the reasons why pretty much all these cars don't get done up to 180 Newton meters. Almost any DB9 you check, they'll all be at 130, probably even 120. And they'll be driving around on that all day, every day, for years without any issue whatsoever. Why? Because there generally is no issue. Some customers had some hubs that allowed very, very small micro movement at very low speeds and also only under very heavy load. But Aston didn't want to tell its customers to live with it, so it gave a service bulletin to all its techs and said, when the cars come in, tighten all the bolts up to 180. And the truth is, most owners never knew. They never even had a clue. They were just driving them and they couldn't care less. It was the techs who were getting this new service bulletin saying, 180? But very clearly they got it right. It appears to have been a process of trial and error. I suspect that they just did some up to probably over 200, had them break, and then just kept doing it until they got to a point where what's the limit? And 180 seems like a safe limit. So yes, you can torque these up to 180. I don't think I'm prepared to do that because you are really risking over tightening the living hell out of these bolts. Now, I can speak for experience because when I bought this car, I had just had a service. And I've since done nearly 1,500 miles on it. And I discovered only now that all the wheels were torqued to 120. I've never had any issue with the wheels in any way, in any form, or any shape. They've worked at 120 beautifully. Now I can torque them up to 150 and still feel relatively safe. But 180 on these things is just, it's pushing it. If you go to 180 and a bolt goes on an older bolt, yeah, I'm not sure I want to take that risk. 150 is over the original factory specifications for this car, and I think that's the sweet spot I'm going to stick with. Now, obviously, I have to recommend that you do them to 180 because that is the standard from Aston Martin's service bulletin. If you're not comfortable with that, make your own decision with it. But for now, that's where I'm going to be at on this car. You make your own decisions on what you'd like to be. Just remember, if you take it to a shop, there's a good chance that the shop will only do 120, 130 because generally the design of any car means that's all you need. To go to 180, they would have to be aware of the service bulletin, and that may even be possible that some Aston Martin dealers won't know about it because the cars are getting pretty old now and they might just not have seen the latest service bulletins on it. So for now, yeah, that's the whole story of why these need to be tightened to 180. Okay, we're going to wrap it up there. Short, fast, quick little video. If you're wondering why the car looks like this, you'll have to watch my upcoming video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you'll get to see the full detail of why it's like this and why it's not got any further and what's holding it up. Because yes, this is going to get a whole lot more on it. If you're new to the channel, well, there's a lot more coming on this car. This is very, very far from the way it's going to finish up. This is sort of 40% mark. It's going to be entirely different. We've had problems with the wrap, problems with the environment, problems with the supplier. You name it, we've had a ton of problems. So for now, I'm going to leave it at that. Like, comment, subscribe to get more on where this goes. And I will see you in the next video. Sign it out.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape,